Hey y'all.
Hey.
Howdy.
So I'm going to talk to y'all about something that happened to me yesterday. A friend of ours called because his dad raises beef cows, and they had a cow that were going to have to cull from the herd. She just gotten old and her hips were bad and stuff, so rather than them hauling her to the market, they wanted to know if we would like to have her to just grind and fill our freezer with ground beef. So we were excited because we are out of beef.
Yeah.
And
our steer's not gonna be ready till at least the fall. So.
Right. So we were excited to go get this cow. And so Jack and I went yesterday, and we didn't take a camera or anything because we didn't expect there to be any kind of excitement. And we got there, and of course he hadn't been able to catch her up yet because she was in the pond. So we went down, and she walked right out of the pond when she saw me and Jack were strangers. So she got out of the pond. Well, then she wouldn't go through the gates, and basically we herded this whole herd from one end of the property to the other. We got down to the bottom of the property, and we rode it up.
Nice save. It's really windy out.
Anyway, we were, let me get my thoughts back. Okay, we had herded the whole herd of cows from the top of the property down to the bottom of his property. And his idea was, well, if we get her out the gate, we can just run her back up the driveway to my trailer. So she was being ornery, but hadn't been mean at all. And she went past the gate, and he was on the gator. I think you were on the gator, weren't you, Jack?
I was standing on, like, across from you, trying to keep her from coming back over to the open. That's how you do.
Yeah, so I circled around on the uphill side of her. We're kind of on the same level as her, but a little bit uphill. And I was going to try to push her back down through that gate. Well, she was standing there staring at me. She was getting ready to run, trying to decide what to do. So I clapped my hands and yelled to try to spook her to make her go back through the gate. Well, she was about maybe 8 or 10 steps from me. And she had this moment, I saw it in her eyes. She picked her old head up, just threw her head up real quick, and just dialed in on me and charged full on. And it happened so fast, I didn't have time to step out of the way. I don't know what I was thinking. I drew my pistol, but couldn't I didn't have time to get it on her before she hit me. She hit me, and I'm going to tell you what I remember because it literally knocked me out. There was a time afterwards that I don't remember anything. So I remember her running at me. I barely remember the impact. I can remember a little bit about rolling on the ground. And I remember after I stopped rolling, I was trying to find my pistol because she knocked it out of my hand. And I was thinking, I was in the middle of a wide open field. I had nowhere to go. And I was thinking, she's going to turn around and come back for me. Well, I somehow managed to see my pistol and picked it up. And I turned around to look to see where she was, and she had went down over the hill and was in the creek. Well, Jack says he handed me my glasses, and I think I remember that, but I don't remember. I may not. But anyway, after that's where I don't remember anything, because I was I was kind of aware of what was happening during that moment, but I couldn't make my body work. I've never been knocked out, but evidently I think that's what it is. So my motor skills weren't working. Well, Jack said, well, you tell them what happened after that, because I don't remember. Evidently they drove to me with the gator, and I got in the gator, but I don't remember any of this. So go ahead, Jack.
We drove, and then I climbed. I went over to you and picked up your glasses. By the time I'd gotten over to you, you'd already gotten up. And I got your glasses and I handed them to you. And he drove over on the gator. And then you climbed in. I climbed on the back of it. We drove up.
Is he talking at all, or?
Not much. He was just like, whoa. He was like, you're like, what just happened? And then we were telling you what happened, and we drove up to the house, and we sat in the barn for a minute. We talked about it for a minute, and we went and got some water and sat on the porch for a few minutes. And then we went back down there and looked at it. But it took you probably 30 minutes before you started remembering what all is happening.
Yeah. So, I mean, I remember being in the barn. I don't remember driving. I don't remember getting on the gator, riding up the driveway. Were we talking about it on the gator on the way up the hill?
We were
Okay,
talking.
I don't remember any of that. I think I remember being in the barn and then getting off the gator to walk to get some water and sitting on the porch, and then I kind of started coming to a little bit.
Coming to your senses.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he called me, and I thought he was done coming in. I was like, oh, how'd it go? He's like, hey, so we don't have the cow. And I was like, well, why not? And he's like, well, she knocked me out. I was like, what? What do you mean she knocked you out? Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital?
So, Jack, do you want to tell, because I don't remember much about what happened. Jack saw the whole thing. Do you want to tell what you saw, Jack?
Well, I was standing in the field, like, probably 30 steps from you, and then she was over, looking at you, and you clapped, and then she picked up her head and put it down and just started charging at you. And he was saying, watch her, and I was thinking, oh no, and she's coming at you, and you're standing like this, and I couldn't tell what you're doing, and you drew your pistol, and then she hit you, like, right here, and just threw you into the ground, and she ran right over top of your legs.
He had hoof prints on his pants.
Yeah, I've got bruises and hoof prints on my legs.
And then you were just rolling down the hill, and I was watching her and running over to help you, and by the time I got over there, you had gotten up, and she had already gone down the hill, down towards the creek, and I found your glasses were laying on the ground behind you, and I went and picked them up, snapped them off your head.
So,
And
then
this was a cow. The man who owns her said he would have never in a million years thought she would have done that. But she's
Right.
in pain. Her hips are bad, and she was scared. And that just shows you just can never be too careful and watch what you're doing when you're around large animals.
yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I mean, I think she was 8 or 10 steps from me, and she was on me. Like I said, I had time I'm fast. I had time to draw my pistol, but not get it on her. I mean, before she hit me, which is probably a good thing because I wasn't prepared to work up a beef yesterday.
Our plan was to bring her home and put her in the barn and feed her chaff hay for a couple weeks, and then process her when we had time to do it. But now I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I think we're giving her a couple days to calm back down because we thought about just shooting her yesterday and bringing her home and working her up, but she had a lot of adrenaline hormones and stuff going on, and we decided we'd be better off to wait a couple days, let her settle down, and go back. And I'm pretty sure that we're not going to load her alive. I don't think it's worth it. I think she'll fight us more and get her adrenaline back
I
up.
don't like the idea of bringing her here, even if we're walking up the barn just with the kids and stuff. I just don't feel like
Yeah.
her being
So irritable.
irritable and skittish. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
Right. So maybe tomorrow we'll go back and harvest her and bring her home and work her up.
Yeah.
At least quarter her up and put her in the freezer.
She's pretty
Let her
big.
chill for a few days. Yeah. She's probably 1,000-pound cow, they said. But I'm fine. I've been working most of the day today. I'm very sore. My head hurts a lot.
Certainly, he probably has a mild concussion.
Yeah.
I have been keeping an eye on him.
I have to slow down a lot and think when I'm trying to figure something out. My brain's not on
It's not firing on all.
not firing on all 8 cylinders right now. So if you've seen me in videos, like I think this morning we were milking the cow, and I seem a little off.
He is.
I'm off a little bit right now. But I'm just tired. I'm sore.
Milk the cow.
We've been working on the garden today, Jack and I, and
I've
I
been
think
sorting tomatoes.
Jenna's been sorting tomatoes, but it's only like 3 o'clock and I'm done. I am ready to go in the house and call it a day and just rest.
Which is what he needs to do. Rest.
Yep.
You need those brain cells.
Yep. So anyway, y'all, be careful around cows, even if you think you know them, because Russell said he would have bet money that cow would have never run over somebody like that.
Yeah.
And but she sure enough did, and they're fast.